Mature content warning. On Logan's Joe Takes, strategic commentary may include strong language, heated opinions, classified references. Time to call in the Joes. Opposing forces may attempt audio interference. Logan's Joe Takes. Mission begins now.
Greetings, I'm Logan, the T.I. Joe Gamer. We're taking a look at some classic Joe Takes tonight. Let me see if I'm about getting some tunes in the background when I talk here real quick. Hello, Superior Cyber Godzilla. Welcome in. We appreciate you being here. All right, tonight we're taking a look at Road Pig and Doc. So we're going to just kick it off right away with that. And at the end, if I see anything that needs to be added, I'll add it in. That's why I do these Joe Take classics. So I make sure that each one has what we need and it's all in one place. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's kick this off with Road Pig, but let me make sure that I've got this done correctly. All right, so there we are. Going on. We are gonna go, and I'm gonna get out of here and then play this video. Much all at once.
You tell, listen, no, got a story to tell. I got it Logan on so swell. He's the G.I. Joe gamer. Cool and weird. Talking about those characters, heroes, and villains, and midnight we shout. JoJo or Cobra, talking about Joe Dean and a Cobra tie. Joe's got fake eyes, a silent ninja in black. Quick with his swords, he'll give you a heart attack. Then there's Tooth the leader, so go gung-ho, always ready to fight and make those cameos. And we can't forget about Scarlet, the ultimate girl power. A fierce warrior, she'll make her enemies cower. Cobra's got Destro to supply the weapons. Cobra command, plots and schemes. She's ruling the world in his dreams. Zartan is never what he seems. And down there spots that black leather outfit. Shoots the quick and slip off the back of the bed. JoJo, Cobra, oh. Logan's here to give his G.I. Joe taste. Oh yeah, JoJo, Cobra. Cobra got the characters, it's a G.I. Joe thing.
Greetings. From the Hilt cautions that this program may contain mature content. This may include strong language, violent implications, sexual innuendos, and possible drug references. Viewer discretion is advised. Now that we are all properly acquainted, it's from the Hilt. So let's go.
Yo, Joe, greetings. G.I. Joe is taking over Wednesday nights. We got Jess Laws in the house and Robert Pop Springs. What's up, you guys? Welcome to Joe Takes. This is Road Pig from the Hilt tonight. So we're going to be looking at some figures. We're going to be talking some comic books, my opinion of the character, and just enjoying ourselves tonight. I hope you guys are ready for some Dreadnought action, because we got Road Pig from 1988. Now, his original shield was black. This came with the 1991 or 92 Zartan. And that Zartan has an orange mohawk. It was pretty crazy. Hello, EK. EK Tachu. I never know if I get your name right, my friend, but it's good to see you. But I will say hello proper in the chat too. All right, so we got Road Pig here. Now this figure is just a mountain of a Dreadnought. I mean, look at his ugly as sin, but of course that's part of the file card. Hi, it's good to see you. It's good to see all of you. We get, like I said, we have Jess, we have Robert, and EK. Glad you're here. Let me get some background music on, but I don't want to blare it over myself. So we're going to turn it way down and go with a little bit of this. Have fun in your room. I do. I'm going to be having lots of fun this summer. Now, he actually only comes with one of these sledgehammers, but I had two of him at one point. And the like I said, the other item he comes with is the little black shield. But other than that, this is a complete 1988 Road Pig. I did not have to replace the O-ring, which means I got it. The last time I replaced it, I put him away properly, and then I didn't have too much air in the bag I keep him in, so the O-ring did not deteriorate, which is always a good thing. But it's good to see everybody, and we're gonna look at I don't believe they ever came out with another. They did do one vintage Road Pig, and he came out with the Sonic Fighters, and he had orange hair too. I was like, this is crazy. What's up with the orange in the 90s? But you know, neon green, neon yellow, neon orange. Use blocks as weapons. Yes. Is this a cinder block? Yeah, that's exactly what that is. It's a cinder block on a stick, and if I don't drop something, it isn't a Joe Take. But that's exactly what this weapon is. Now, when they updated it to the 25th anniversary line, he came with a set of like 7 other Dreadnoughts, which I managed to pick up, which is awesome. And yeah, he came with a new updated cinder block sledgehammer. The updated shield, it says Alligator Alley, but it's upside down the way you have to put the shield on. And it doesn't fit in the left hand, the right hand at all. So I tried. It just the way the hand is sculpted, it just would not fit in there. So in order to properly have his shield on, it has to be upside down. But yeah, it says, if I can do this properly, Alligator Alley. And he came with a sword, a little sheath on the back there, a little notch there, so you can pop this big old scimitar or khopesh, whatever you want to call it. Nice sword that they had Road Pig come with. He didn't. I don't know why they had him come with a sword, but that's pretty cool. Give him a cutting weapon. But this update was pretty good. But this is the one I like to call the Bill Idol figure. And if you can take a look at the figure, you can see why. It's pretty crazy. He's still ugly, but he looks like Billy Idol. And at least he does to me. But then they have the 25th anniversary. And we'll start by looking at the box. I mean, a big old box. It's a deluxe figure. Now, he's number 135 in the series. Hey, we got a cool gamer in the house. What's up, cool gamer? You assume he's from Florida? Actually, he's from Michigan, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do. But we'll be taking a look at the file. We'll listen to the file card here in a little bit because I've got a file card video for that I made clear back last year for Cobra Convergence. So I got a cool video for that. We got saying hi to Cool Gamer in the chat. Always good to see you, buddy. All right, so like I said, 135 in the series. All that stuff that nobody cares about. These classified figures. Of course, you got the scan thing, so you can check it out. Oh, let me put it up there so you can actually scan it. Check this figure out. But it's good to see everybody tonight. Check this out. This figure is something else, and we'll be taking a really close look at it here. I've got images and stuff that I'm going to show off. But this figure came with so much stuff. It's just ridiculous, some of the stuff that he came with. I mean, he comes with an alternate head that looks like a hog. It's supposed to be a mask. I wish they just had it so it went right over his head. What is the shield? Is it a street? It's a street sign. Yeah, and yes, I am yelling. It is a street sign. Yes. Yes, Jess, it's a street sign. And it probably is from Florida because the Dreadnoks live in Florida in the swamps. So there you go. Florida Everglades. But I thought this was a pretty cool helmet. And the artwork on the side of the box, which I don't think I showed off. There it is. He's wearing that. And that's the only place you can really tell on his tattoo that says Dreadnoks, because on the figure, I'll show you. You can't even read it. It's pretty pathetic, but he came with punching fists, extra fists that you could swap out, and an extra head where he's basically growling or shouting. It's pretty cool. And also, if he's not from Florida, okay, never mind. I covered that, yeah. But he also has this muzzle, so he thinks he's Mutt now. He comes with a muzzle because he came with a dog too. And we'll be taking a look at the dog, but the muzzle goes over the face like that, and then you pop the head on. But you have to actually have the head off to put the muzzle on. It's a pain in the butt. For some reason, they also had him come with the hook that Crocmaster came with. It's kind of cool, you know. Nice little accessory, but I don't see what the point is for him other than to give him a cutting weapon. Extra fist, yeah. You know, sometimes I get it. If you want to pose him and punching, that's kind of cool. And it's a neat way to do it without, messing up the hands. But the dog has a nice head and a mean head. And this is a fully articulated dog. He's got movement at the waist. His legs move. His knee joints bend. I mean, this is an incredible little dog figure, a little Rottweiler here, a pit bull or whatever it is. It's kind of a mixed mutt. And it's just as ugly as Road Pig, man. Hello, Kenneth Bird. What's up, man? It's good to have you join us tonight. Always good to see you, Kenneth. Say hello in the chat there. Yeah, we're looking at Road Pig tonight, man. We're doing a G.I. Joe take. G.I. Joe is taking over Wednesday nights. Now, that's on both channels, too. You got From the Hill and the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. If you go around the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, the chat's probably over here on From the Hill. There are links pinned at the top, so check us out on both channels. All right, this dog, you got a little. I made fun of it in the video later on, but he's got a little bum hole. Very well articulated animal. I love the little spiked collar he comes with too, and his name is Raucus. Got a perfect name for a dreadnought dog. And then this, I got to show you, man. I'm going to bring it up slowly. This is a big figure. It's a big honking figure. This is a deluxe figure for sure. This monster of a figure, man. Does the Pit Cane Corso ride on the motorcycle with him? Oh, you know, I'm guessing he does. I'm guessing he does, Jess. Yeah, they don't. It's new. It's a new edition. The dog. So he's got the cinder block sledgehammer again. He's got an all new shield, which is a full body shield. It's pretty awesome. You will answer my questions. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, I did answer, Jess. You just give me a minute. I'll answer all the questions. I tried. Got that badass skull on his shoulder pad there. He's got his crossbow, but you have to take his fist off, his gun hand is what they like to call it, to get his crossbow off. Like on the original, I forgot to even mention it, but he has this. Everything's falling off him because he's just an old figure. He has this hand crossbow that pops on and off. Of course, I dropped a battle stand on the floor here. But I got it. Let's see. He has a bear belly. Yeah, a bear belly. Is that, you mean a beer belly? No, bear belly. Beer, not beer. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, it's supposed to say Dreadnoks, that tattoo on his belly, but he's got more than a beer belly. This dude is a monster, and yeah, they made him ugly as all get out because he's supposed to be ugly. A huge number of figures was fun. I'll excuse myself now as it's time to shop. Hey, thanks for popping in, EK. Appreciate it. I appreciate you joining us for a bit. Like I said, he's got this full massive body shield. He's got tattoos. He's got that interlocking chain tattoo all the way around his arm here. He's got the anarchy symbol on his shoulder, just like he does in most of the artwork. Yeah, he's a Dreadnought. This is Dreadnought with a K, but yeah. Yeah, he's one of the Dreadnoughts. He's the biggest one. And this tattoo, you can't really see it here, but in the video, you'll get a better look of it. It actually says Grade A Ham. Hey, Berdazzle, welcome. It's good to see you, Berdazzle. Give you a shout out in the chat here, too. It is always good to see you, Berdazzle. Hope you're doing well. I try to say hi over on your channel whenever I get a chance. He's got a big old earring there. I think that's pretty cool. It seems like the closer I get into the camera sometimes, the blurrier it gets. But I do like the updated shoulder pads. I mean, the original one still only covers one shoulder like this one does. But the detail on this is so much cooler than the old one. But, you know, it should be. This is supposed to be the deluxe of G.I. Joe figures here. And, I mean, as you can see, I got a bunch back there. This one, it towers over them. And they're 6 inch. This guy's at least 7. He might even be 8. He's just a huge dude. And I probably should grab one of those back there and give you a comparison. But we'll do that only if you guys ask me to, because we can move right along to his media appearances, which should only be, I think it was in one cartoon that was a commercial. He wasn't in an actual cartoon episode, except when they went to the Deke series. And then he had the orange hair because that's when that figure came out. And they just portrayed him as this dumb idiot dreadnought like they do most of the other dreadnoughts in like cartoon. But Road Pig actually has a dual personality where he has one personality that's completely articulate and brilliant. And then he has one that's dreadnought, Stomporama, nutso crazy. And he has a separate voice for each one too. It's really awesome the way Larry Hama portrays it in the comics. Let's see. Well, I will answer that question at another point. Jess sent me a message. That one I can get back to, but the simple answer to your question on the Discord, Jess, is I don't know. And it is what it is. If that's what he chooses to do. But anyway, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna worry about it. Can't worry about stuff like that, Jeff. So that's going to take us to the comics. And I have two really cool covers to show you. The first one is issue 83, where, no worries, Jess, no worries. Issue 83, we're still buds. So as far as I know. This is issue 83. And I'll give you a better look because I actually have the comic cover loaded up for you to take a look at. There it is. It even says property of Road Pig on his crossbow bolt. It's an exploding crossbow bolt. This scene comes right out of this part where Zarana is arrested, and he's got this big crush, or he's in love with Zarana. You really can't tell. He insists that he's in love with her, so it's quite possible. And she was in a local jail in a small town, and he just busted in there, waded through all those cops, and just her out of there. He's a big boy and he's a badass. Say la vie. There you go. Kind of how I look at it, For my part, I'm the same. So just trying to do my thing. Now on the back, of course, we have this really cool. The next issue, you got 83 and 84 here back to back, and this was a kind of a Zartan origin story. It's kind of cool. But we're talking Road Pig today. But it was nice that they had Dreadnoks back to back. That's why I was showing you. Now this one here, this was issue 90. We're talking only 7 issues later. And Road Pig was with the Dreadnoks, and they captured Rock and Roll and Clutch over here. And he dragged them off to the brainwave scanner after giving them a thrashing. We're talking. These are two of the original 13 Joes. They're badass. They're awesome. Both of them together were nothing to this dude. And up to this point, the only way he was stopped was Darklon, Destro's cousin, shot him with tranquilizer dart. It just peppered his chest with a machine gun tranquilizer. It was incredible. And Road Pig just passed right out. Of course, that's about all it did to him was make him pass out. But those are the Road Pig covers I have. And I'll give you a closer look at that one. I got that one loaded up too. There it is. Yeah, number 90. Now, this was the best. I should have scanned mine because this is the best one I could find on the internet. But it looks like whoever took the picture had a lot of glare on the top of this. But it still just shows you the basics. And this sign says brainwave scanner, which they went and they brainwashed Clutch and Rock and Roll in this issue. And it was kind of sad, but shit happens in the G.I. Joe comics. You like that name? You will use it, Darklon. Actually, they got a Darklon figure coming out this year, so I can't wait. I wish they would do the Iron Grenadier Destro. They've got Iron Grenadiers, they've got Iron Grenadier Bats, they've got Metalhead. The lamest Iron Grenadier was the first one they came out with in the classified. Metalhead's not a bad character, but the cartoon made him out to be pretty lame. He would be running around going bang to shoot missiles, and he was an idiot. In the comic book, though, they had a different version and take of Metalhead, and he basically pretended to be a Cobra for a while, but he was a spy for Destro. It was kind of interesting. Hello, Siegfried. It's been a while here, Siegfried. Welcome. It is good to see you. Hello to everyone else in here. Yes, sir. It's been a minute, sir, but I appreciate you being here. Hope you're having a good day over there, as it's earlier in the day than for me. It's evening, sir. You're on a new day already. We're just about hitting over tonight here, if I remember right. Yeah, either that or you're early morning. I think you're early morning. That sounds about right, Germany. I wouldn't know, but good to see you too. It is good to see you. All right, so we've got those are just two of the issues that he played a big part in. But yeah, he was in quite a few, and most of the Joes just avoid Road Pig. He's just a powerhouse. There are very few Joes that can take him on one-on-one, and that would be Road Pig and Gung Ho, maybe Snake Eyes if Snake Eyes does it from a distance. But that up close, you could kick him, punch him. It's 2:20 a.m. here in Frankfurt, Germany. Oh, okay, so yes, it's really early morning. That's kind of what I thought. Thank you. All right, so Road Pig, he was in a lot of the IDW issues, and the only other cover he was on, it was terrible. It was for an IDW, the other G.I. Joe series that they tried to do, but they had to bring Larry Hama back because it just wasn't going anywhere, and they had the contract, so they were smart and asking Larry Hama to come back and restart his series. And now he's over with Skybound and Image, continuing his series. It's in the 300s now. But they ended IDW on 300. It was pretty cool. And I've got issues 1 through 155 of the Marvel run up there that Per gave me, and I appreciate that. But that's something I want to take a look at some point too, a better look. I took a small look at it. There's a video up on the channel that you can check out, but I do want to do a deep dive. There are 4 books in there that are really awesome, hardbound books that have like 1 to 49 and all the yearbooks and all the cool stuff. Everything that was Marvel G.I. Joe is in that setup there. So it's awesome. So Road Pig and the Dreadnoks, once they added Road Pig, the Dreadnoks became a really serious threat. I mean, they were a threat before in the comics. They weren't really in the cartoon. They were just kind of stupid bad guys that G.I. Joe got to beat up all the time. But in the comic book, they were a badass motorcycle biker gang, and Road Pig just made them even worse. This dude he was an army unto himself. Just a scary bad lad. And I think this Classified series did him a lot of justice. I mean, check this out. I mean, what's cool about this is this sledge actually spins around on the handle. So you can pose this any which way and not actually move it in his hand. So it's pretty cool. You will take up my time to discuss your MAG character. I want to be like an ex-military sniper that became an anarchist that escaped from the enemy prisons, knows how to use guns, but also sabotage. Hey, that works for me, and especially for the game of MAG that you're going to be in, because it's post-apocalyptic, and you're on the side who takes down governments. That was the team you were on. So that is actually perfect for your character, Jess. And keep this info to yourself. You'll have to delete this video. Too late, Jess. This is live. It's going out all over the place. All to all 4 people that are watching. I appreciate you guys being here. But that's the comics. And like I said, he was in the cartoon a few times. And I don't really remember those Deke episodes, except that he was just a silly goof that they had in the comics as their Dreadnought. Yes, exactly. Oh, sweet. So, for me, Road Pig is their enforcer, the Dreadnoks enforcer. He can wade through just about anything. Cops, no problem. Most G.I. Joes, no problem. I mean, it takes some powerhouse G.I. Joes to take this big bad lad down. Most of them would be smart enough to just take him out from a distance, because hand to hand, you're punching a brick wall. Let's see. Be sure to hit the like, everyone, and subscribe to Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer and show him some love. I appreciate that. Like I was saying, you probably weren't here yet, Siegfried. I'm actually simulcasting on 2 channels at once. We're also over here on From the Hill, so you can check us out over there. There is a link pinned at the top, so you're welcome to join the main chat. If you're wondering where everybody's comments are coming from, that's where they're coming from, Siegfried, or vice versa. Let me see where you're at. Yeah, let's see. You're over. You and EK were over in and Berdazzle. We're over in the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. And Cool Gamer was over there too. But let me see. Yeah, I think Cool Gamer jumped in on both channels. So yeah, that's where we're really chatting over is on From the Hill. That's both my channels. On my fun channel, Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer. That's where I'm going to be doing a lot of G.I. Joe stuff. But this is a Road Pig From the Hill, so this show is going to be on both. But as we get moving on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, there's going to be a lot of G.I. Joe stuff that's just over there. Hey, we got a tiger in the house. We got a wild tiger. Hey, darling. That's my wife. Good to see you. All right, so that's like I said, that's my opinion on Road Pig. This is how much I played with this dude. Look, there's no give. I mean, I should do a knee repair on him, but I don't like to do that because sometimes that makes it makes it worse when you try to replace it. You are here showing you my love and support as well, and I'm watching both streams. Well, thank you, Herr Siegfried. We appreciate you being here. And if I remembered how to say hello in German, I would. But I do not, sir. That's good. Good morning. Tiger shouting at me. But yeah, he's got the crossbow. He has the shoulder pads. Just pop right on there. And this just was. I love this figure when it came out. Emergency knee replacement stat. Yeah, I got to get one of those myself. But see, well, for me, it'll actually work. For him, it'll tighten the joints up. And there are ways you can do it where it doesn't mess it up. But what it is the plastic is just worn over time. And you have to put, additional epoxy or something in there to help it. And then you've got to make sure. There's a lot of work involved in fixing the knees on Joe's. Everyone, and nice to meet you all. Siegfried is awesome. I've seen him in a lot of other friends' channels too. Cindy Cat, and he's around too. But it's been a minute, Siegfried. I'm glad you showed up tonight. I'm thinking EK missed that the link was pinned over there at the top, but that's okay. Like I said, I'm simulcast on both channels. But this figure was neatly updated with the modern figure, and then you got these two looking cool. But okay, the modern figure, the 25th anniversary is really idle, basically. I mean, that's kind of what they did. Then this classified update is just awesome. I really, really dig this figure. I'm glad I was able to pick it up. My funds are very limited, so it was nice that I was able to get a gift card to actually pick him up. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what Jess is saying there. I'm sure she's saying hello. I'd have to translate, but so that is Road Pig, and let's watch the video, and you'll get to know him by his file card here. So let's see how that works out. You guys enjoy the video here. This is From the Hill, codename Road Pig. This is who he is.
Donald DeLuca. Birthplace, Blue, Michigan. Primary specialty, infantry. Secondary specialty, civil disturbances. Road Pig was declared by his dog. nature to be the ugliest looking baby he had ever seen. As a child, he was expelled from kindergarten for milk money extortion and was dishonorably discharged from the Cub Scouts. Afterward, he was kicked out of a low-life outlaw gang for smelling worse than acceptable even by their standards, which led him to joining the Dreadnoks as a probationary member. There, he developed a split personality as well as an infatuation of Serana, who seemed to dislike the educated and refined persona of Donald and prefer the more criminal and subversive persona of Road Pig. Road Pig's arrest record includes charges of speeding, reckless endangerment, littering, assault, grand theft auto, boucherie, felony spitting, petty bribery, and passing stop school buses at high speeds. Stomper-Ra-Mon. Rolling down the road like thunder, river cuts, busting cuts, you'll hear the rumble. Tremble before us as we make our way. Nomads across the world, ripping our engines with excess, just enough to impress. Oh yeah!
Yeah, we no longer have the Patreon, so a lot of those old videos still have that. Let me see here. I do have another video I'll play for you after we chat for a bit. A good mix of a lot of things. Yeah, me too. I'm using a translator, so I type in German and then I hit translate to English for you guys to understand me. That's awesome, dude. I'm glad that we can do that. I'm glad that is a feature. I really am. It's been quite a week for me, but it's awesome that things have changed a little bit in my life, especially here on YouTube. Like I said, Joe Takes and G.I. Joe in general, for me, it's going to be on Wednesday nights. Next week, we got Joe Takes Classics coming up. And we're going to be looking at Torch and Low Light. So we got two Joes we're looking at next week. A week after that, we're taking a G.I. Joe short take on Monkey Wrench and talking about why he should be a classified figure. And I'm pretty sure they are coming out with him as a classified figure later this year. So that's cool. We're going to be doing that. Yeah, I got a bit. Yeah, I'm basically an American mud. Yeah, got a bit of a lot of things in me. Mostly European stuff though, and apparently a lot more English than I thought. Road Pig and the Dreadnoks in general, and once I get the original 11 Dreadnoks, once they put them out in the classified series and the way they're going, I think they're probably going to have that done next year or the year after, because there's like 3 left. You got Monkey Wrench, which we're going to be talking about, and I'm pretty sure they're bringing him out later. Zanzibar came with Air Skiff. He was the Dreadnought Pirate. And then they have Thrasher, who come with the Thunder Machine. So you got 2 of them that came with vehicles, and those are 2 of the 2 out of the 3 that need to come out. So they may or may not do a Thunder Machine, so I don't know if we'll see Thrasher for a bit. I wish they do. They've talked about it before, so I hope they do. American Mutt, yeah, that's kind of what I am. Yeah, you have a bit of Russian and a little bit of German too. I mean, it's all over there. But yeah, I got a bit of German in me too. But that's cool. That's life. I mean, Frankfurt. Yeah, that's what you were saying. You're from Frankfurt. I've never been to Germany. I would love to go. Yeah, thanks, Jess. I don't know what that means. But you know that in Japanese, tiger is Tora, so there you go. But So yeah, Road Pig was in the Marvel comics. He was in the IDW comics. He's probably going to be in the newer stuff too. He's definitely the toughest Dreadnought. I mean, you know, they've got, I said they have 11 originals, and then they came out with a few later, which if they come out with, that's okay. But I'm once I get that all the 11 original Dreadnoughts from the vintage line in classified, I will do a video specifically on Dreadnoughts. But right now, just sticking to the basics. I still need to do a video on Nagahide. I have Nagahide and Buzzer that I haven't done a video for, and Xandar. So I just got Xandar. So, yep. Goodness, yes, I can't read Japanese, but you love that party. Yes, yeah. And our kids have got the Japanese in them too, so it's awesome. But so where do I see Road Pig in Cobra? He's just a mercenary for hire, just like the rest of the Dreadnoughts. He'll pretty much do anything for the money or for Zarana. So if Zarana asks him to do it, he probably will. I meet you from my adoptee daughter's Steams, Sydney Cat, and also Spexapil. Yeah, Yojo Spexapil. I haven't heard from her in a bit, but yeah, we still talk every once in a while. They're your adopted daughters. That's cool, buddy. That's cool. I like both of them. Sydney Cat's awesome. But yeah, I remember seeing you over at Sydney Cat's live. That's for sure. I haven't been to a lot of Spexapil's lives. She's got most of her videos are dogs. I'm not really a dog guy. It's not. They're cool people. I mean, Mama Chris is a dog person. I go hang out with her every once in a while. She's awesome too. See, there's Cool Gamer. Nice to see you, buddy. Hey, Cool Gamer, if you're over on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, pop over on From the Hill. The pin's in the description. Yep. That's all I have to say, Des. There it was. It was up there. You got me to say put something on screen that's bad, Jess. I trust you, Jess. So yeah, what's going down with G.I. Joe is we're moving from Saturday because it doesn't really get any traction over there, and I've been wanting to move it to the nighttime slot like G.I. Joe Joe Takes Classics that I do really well on Thursdays, and so I thought, hey, I don't do anything on Wednesday, so let's switch it to Wednesday, and then I'm gonna keep Saturday off instead of Wednesday. So that's what we got going on. We got G.I. Joe all next month. We got, like I said, we've got Torch and Lowlight next Wednesday. The following Wednesday, we're going to be looking at Monkey Wrench, another Dreadnought. So it's kind of a Dreadnought theme going on. And then the following week is actually my birthday bash, and I'm going to be doing a radio from the Hill. We'll have some Dreadnought, we'll have some G.I. Joe and Dreadnought music on there too. And then we're ending out the month with G.I. Joe with Doc from the Hill on the 23rd. So next month, near the end of the month, we're gonna have we're basically gonna have 3 G.I. Joe shows next month. So look for those because we're gonna have some fun talking G.I. Joe. But as far as all that's concerned, I think I've pretty much said my piece on Road Pig. He's just a big bad lad, and I got all the other Dreadnoughts back there. We got on the far left over there. We got Zartan, Xandar, and Zarana. Oh, I'm moving behind there, behind those. That new set of stuff that my wife's got over there. But yeah, I've got everything that's out. I've got Torch, Ripper, and Buzzer, the 3 original Dreadnoughts. I got Zartan. I got Xandar and Zarana. I need to do a video on Zarana and Buzzer. And Nagahide, I have too, who's in a deluxe set. He comes with a warthog and a monkey and all sorts of stuff. He's the Dreadnought Poacher, so that's a cool figure too. Let's see. I'm sorry, I can only make out some of what you said. No, it's okay. It's all right. So, we're just getting together, hanging out and chilling. And now we're going to be doing so on Wednesdays. Now, in May, I'm starting a show called Logan's Overwatch, which will be a monthly talk show with other G.I. Joe bros. And we'll be chatting just G.I. Joe stuff. And we're going to be, the first show, we're going to be talking about what I'm doing over the summer, which is a big thing. I'm going to be doing a Joe Take every week. And as part of that, I'm going to have a little video that clips into a larger overall full feature-length movie. And I'm going to be doing some play motion. Hey, we got Alexia Lapointe in the house. Bonjour. I remember how to say hello in French. It's good to see you, Alexia. Hello. Yeah, that's right. It's hello in German. Yeah, Tiger reminded me. Yeah, you have. And I missed it there. Sorry, Sigrid. But I'm going to say hey to Alexia here in the chat. If you're in the G.I. Joe Gamer chat, Alexia, there's a link in the description. Pop over to From the Hill. That's where everybody's at. Did I have take the second side? Funny me. No worries. But yeah, so we got a lot of big stuff for G.I. Joe coming up here on From the Hill and Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. Logan's Overwatch will only be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. So that's going to be the first exclusive show on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. And that's coming up in May. So I met my goal on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel of 102 subscriptions. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all the subs, and I hope I continue to bring you some cool G.I. Joe stuff, and hope we can continue talking cool G.I. Joe. If you guys have any questions about G.I. Joe, hit me up. I'm gonna be playing a video when I end the show. That's a music video that I wrote specifically for the character Road Pig. It's called Stomporama. That's his catchphrase. He'll shout Stomporama right before he smashes everything in his path. So I wrote a cool song for that. So I'll be playing that here in a bit. Double side. Yeah. Okay. All right. Double side. No worries. That's why I have the links pinned in the chat, so you guys can just pop into either one. Where's it in? Buying G.I. Joe? I probably nowhere. But that's a good question. You probably have questions, Jess. Jess was talking about the military action game earlier, and that's a role-playing game that myself, Mechhead Studios, who helped us get it off the ground, Katie Robbins, and basically all our players have helped put this game together. That's military, aliens, robots, terrorists, and spies, and you can play all that in the military action game, because that's everything that G.I. Joe is. So I basically run G.I. Joe games with the military action game, and we do that we do it like once or twice a month. Next month we'll be doing it on April 6th and 7th with two different groups from the same team. They're splitting off into two different groups because we had scheduling issues. So we're going to have two MAG games. And I don't know if they're going to go 2 weeks or 1 week each game session, each game group. We'll see. But I've got space set aside for that. So we're going to be doing some G.I. Joe games on Monday nights on both channels. It'll be on both channels. So you can check us out on both. Let's see. Back at this side to go back on the other side. No worries. You're a transformer in that game? Yes, you are. Yeah. So yeah, technically we have it set up. You can be robots and you can be aliens. So we have come up with a way in the game to have transformers, but they're not called transformers, but you know. I can also remember you from Spine Ticks. Yes, I was on Spine Ticks Live for over a year. That's a fun channel. Check it out. Let's see. But yeah, Tiger and I were on there as panelists, but we're not anymore. We're doing our own thing now, and like I said, we got lots of stuff coming up. Now the working title for my G.I. Joe feature-length movie, that's Play Motion, which means you will actually see us with our hands on the figures, moving them and making voices for them, and basically playing with our toys and making a movie out of it. People seem to like the last one we did, so we're going to do another one. The other one is Operation From the Hill. You can check that out on the From the Hill channel. And I will be posting it before May on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, so you'll be able to check it out over there too. Double sub, well, we appreciate that. Thank you, Alexia. There's only two channels that I have. Tiger has a channel if you want to sneak over there and give her the sub. Jake Pendragon has a channel. Red Power Ranger Fan 27 has a channel. That's my fam, my boys, and my wife. So check us out. We're all over YouTube. Tiger's content is all on From the Hill, though. She just uses her channel to chat. But no, there's nothing there. Yes. Yes, that's what I was just telling him, darling. Who's having fun? This is my second channel. Also, the second channel is not sub to all the other channels. That's kind of what I do with the GI Joe Gamer channel. I sub up, and let me see. I'm gonna check real quick. Alexia, and I am subbed to this channel, so there you go. I'm subbed up to the channel you're using right now, so it's all good. So, yeah, you're a moderator. Oh, this channel. Oh, let me see. Let me double check. Which one? From the Hill? You're not a moderator? Well, we're gonna fix that, Alexia. We will fix that. There we go. And now you got a blue uniform over here, Alexia. Welcome. We pass on the other side. No worries, no worries. just jumping back and forth. Have a good time here tonight. And that's kind of what I want to do on Joe Takes on Wednesday night. Joe Take, whether it's classics or whether it's a short take, which we're only going to do a few more of those because we're jumping into Overwatch. And Overwatch is basically, we're going to pick a topic and we're going to hammer it out with people who really love G.I. Joe. And I've already got a couple buds that's agreed to join me. And one of them has a show on Wednesday night, so check out Gaming with ADHD. I didn't see him going live tonight, but he usually does on Wednesdays. And what's going to happen is for Overwatch, he's going to be on his channel, and he's going to come over and join us every once in a while on Overwatch. So that's going to be fun. And he loves G.I. Joe too. Basically, he's the one who spurred me on to create the military action game. So that's kind of cool. Him and Mechhead Studios, but Mechhead Studios actually jumped over and helped me start setting things up, which was cool. Need a different phone number for each YouTube account. I was thinking about making a second. No, I don't do phones much, Jess. Make a second one attached to the first, I think. Yeah. It's easy to set up a second channel. The only reason I did it is because I kind of wanted a dedicated channel for G.I. Joe stuff. And that's what I'm doing, just hanging out with you guys tonight. And after I gave my Joe Take, which I have on Road Pig, I just kind of want to hang out and chat with you guys. If there's people here, hang out for a little bit and chat and hang out for about an hour, which is kind of all we need to do. And that's kind of how Overwatch is going to be. Logan's Overwatch. Just us talking for about an hour. If we get into a subject, we may talk a little longer. Whatever works. You have two channels. Who get one not at all the time, and my normal one is your phone channel. Oh, okay. The other one is a computer channel. Well, I do everything off my PC, so I get it, my computer, so I get that. I could show off these figures one more time. This is the 25th anniversary Roadblock. It does say Alligator Alley there upside down on his shield. He does look like Billy Idol. If I can get a closer look out there and actually focus it. He's got that whole Billy Idol look going on. I don't know if that's what they were going for, because in the original figure, you don't look like Billy Idol. He's just a big old bruiser. He actually looks like one of the designers from Hasbro. They based his face off of one of the Hasbro designers. What nights are you going to do the Overwatch thing? It's going to be a Wednesday thing. There might be one night we do Thursday, because of the run of Joe Takes that's going to be this summer, starting in the end of June, and all of July and all of August. We're going to have a total of 11 episodes in a row of Joe Takes, and one before that. That's a prelude back at this channel. All right. We make sure I'm subbed up with that channel. Alexa, look at this. She's jumping in with two channels. All right, we got you covered. Make sure I'm subbed up to that one too. I wasn't, but now I am. So now you got 5 subscribers on that channel. But I'm happy you guys joined me tonight. I was in a rather dismal mood earlier, and I appreciate coming on and you guys being here. And I like talking G.I. Joe, and it cheered me up. So I'm so glad I did this tonight. I was going to just keep it. It was scheduled for Saturday, but I'm glad I was starting to do G.I. Joe next month all on Wednesday, so I'm like, I might as well just kick it off with Road Pig and Stomp-A-Rama all over Wednesday nights, and take over for Joe Takes on Wednesdays and have a good time with you guys. So I appreciate y'all joining me. I do have the one more video I'm gonna play for you. An old chunky Billy Idol, maybe, Jess, maybe. But one more time, the old chunky Billy Idol. He's got the red stripe around his head. I don't think Billy Idol had a red stripe, but they kind of like that. They had that the year before. They came out with Crystal Ball, and he had red stripes in his hair too. 2 channels, 2 different photos. My channel, who is really used, is this one. Photos is your dog Mulan, and the second one is your Cotton, your cat. Yeah, I've checked both those out. So then we got the classified Road Pig and the dog Rockets. A badass action figure dog. Can't wait to do some pics with him versus Junkyard, because I've got Junkyard too. We got Timber, but Timber would tear him up. Timber's a wolf. I don't know though. Fighting a dog is something else. As far as I know, there was one other version of Road Pig that came out with at a convention exclusive. But other than that, I think I have all of them. Yes, they are cute names. You are welcome. And thank you for being here. I think I'm about talked out here tonight, but I appreciate you all joining me. Nobody seems to have any G.I. Joe questions, so I'm going to pop on that video and call it a night, and we'll see you next time. Tomorrow night, Radio from the Hill. We got the full Fridays from the Hill Players album, Time to Play, so check that out. Plus, we're going to have a lot of other music, and we're just going to hang out and have a good time. Still animation themed, so we may have some of that going on. Friday, we're looking at Date A Live as our topic take on Fridays. And that's our week. So thank you for joining me tonight on Joe Takes. And that all being said, Logan out. Stomp-A-Rama time, folks. You guys are ready.
Yeah, Stomp-A-Rama. Here comes the Road Pig. Get out of the way. I was born so ugly, the doctor swore. Set a face like I'll be outlawed for sure. Kicked out of school before I learned to spell. Cub Scout said get lost, so man, I gave him hell. Got a Rottweiler named Ruckus with teeth like knives. We don't run, we crash, I take what's mine. Cops try to stop me, but here's the deal. They bring the car, bring my concrete, maul and spill. I don't dodge, I don't weave, I just smash right through. Watch them bleed. I don't beg, I don't plead. Dreadnoughts ride, we do as we play. Stomp-A-Rama. I wreck, I brawl, I fight. You best step back if you wanna stay standing. Serrana calls me dumb, but I got class. When I try to woo her, she just kicks my ass. 2 sides of me, one reads, one smashes. One loves fine wine, one loves car crashes. Stop it, not my way. I speed right through, get out of my lane. Felony spitting, I do it with pride. Litter the street, then start a fight all on the ride. I don't dodge, I don't weave, I just smash right through. Watch them bleed. I don't beg, I don't plead. Dreadnoughts ride, we do as we please. Stomp-A-Rama. I wreck, I brawl, I fight, I jam. Stomp-A-Rama. Best step back if you wanna stay standing. Listen up, you whips. Road Pig, don't run. Road Pig, don't hide. You bring the cops, I'll bring the wreckage. If I want it, it's mine. got my hammer, I got my bike. Dreadnoughts ride, we do what we like. Stop it! I'm Road Pig, and I'm here to bout. Stop-a-rama! At least step back. That's the plan. Listen up. I'm ready. Roll out. Road Pig, don't run. You bring the cops, I bring the wreckage. If I want it, it's mine. Yeah. Let's go break down. One. Don't run.
Unsubstantiated fantasy! Lies! Lies! Lies!
He didn't come with a rifle. Didn't come for the fight. He came with a bag full of hope and a will to do right. From Concord to Harvard, then off to the fray. With a heart full of purpose, he walked toward the grave. No deals behind doors, no fast track to claim. He earned every stripe, rose up just the same. An oath to do no harm, but when the world tore apart, he stood in the fire with a lion's heart. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. He's the man in the line when the bullets fly. With a steady hand and a watchful eye. He won't raise a gun, but he'll hold the line. Every time, with a word, with a stitch, with the will to try. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. Yeah, Doc walks the edge where wrong meets right. Oh, so right, oh, so right. Doing no harm, but fights those who do. He's our Doc and forever he'll rock. Snowbound and cornered, no weapon to draw, just a snowball and smarts, that's what they saw. He lost the brawl, but he won the day. With a trick and a shot, he made Cobra pay. Faced down a squad, armed to the teeth. Told them they were sick, held strong underneath. With a smile, handed over the cure in disguise. Just setting the shots for a pack of lies. He's the man in the line when the thunder rolls. Patching wounds and patching souls. Doesn't carry steel, doesn't boast or brag. But he's the calm in the storm, the medic's flag. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. Yeah, Doc walks the edge where wrong meets right. In tight, holding tight. Not every hero's a warrior bold. His story must be told. Sometimes we heal what the battle stole. He didn't ask for glory, didn't chase fame, but every Joe knows Doc's name. Hey, remember the Doc Man. He's the man in the line with the healing touch. Not a weapon drawn, but he does just as much. In the shadows of war, he's the light they find. In the darkest hours, Doc's peace of mind. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. Yeah, Doc walks the edge where wrong meets right. It's so right every time. So right every time. Yeah, Doc walks the edge where wrong meets right. Yo, Joe, listen up, I got a story to tell about a guy named Logan. Oh, he's so swell, he's the G.I. Joe gamer. Cool and witty, talking about those characters, heroes, and villains at midnight. We shall.
Greetings. From the Hilt cautions that this program may contain mature content that includes adult language, sexual innuendos, and other some such content. Sam Nolikey warns that it could get a bit funky fresh up in here with the best community on YouTube. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings, I'm Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer. A little flub up there with the technical stuff, so we're gonna run that intro again, and then we'll get this underway.
Yo, Joe, listen up, I got a story to tell about a guy named Logan. Oh, he's so swell, he's the G.I. Joe gamer. Cool and witty, talking about those characters, heroes, and villains at midnight. We shout, Yo, Joe, or Cobra, talking about the Joe team and a Cobra tide. Joe's got snake eyes, the silent ninja in black. Quick with his swords, he'll give you a heart attack. Then there's Duke, the leader, so bold, gung-ho, always ready to fight and make those cameos. And we can't forget about Scarlet, the ultimate girl power. A fierce warrior, she'll make her enemies cower. Cobra's got Destro to supply the weapons. Cobra commander plots and schemes, fueling the world in his dreams. Zartan is never what he seems, and Baroness rocks that black leather outfit. Shoots you quick and slip out the back of the pit. Yo, Joe, Cobra. Logan's here to give his G.I. Joe takes. Oh, yeah. Yo, Joe, Cobra. Talking about the characters, it's a G.I. Joe thing.
There we go. That's the new intro. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hello, cool gamer. Welcome, buddy. It's good to see you. Now, I got some announcements to make. Hello, Jess, my good friend Jess. How you doing? Why? Well, there's a reason why. I told her the best place to chat would be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. Logan, the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, because this is going to be the last episode of Joe Takes that is on simulcast. It's not going to be on From the Hilt anymore. It's all going over the G.I. Joe Gamer channel as of Joe Takes 60. And from then on, Joe Takes will just be Joe Takes number, whatever the number is, and then the character that we're looking at. Like tonight, we're looking at Doc. It's been I've been slowly transitioning to do this over on this channel because this is where all the G.I. Joe stuff is supposed to be. So, where did my beard go? Oh, geez, it disappeared. Yes. Well, Jess, I had to match. I mean, I think I've been a little scraggly there for a while. So Jess no liking. I thought you didn't like beards, Jess. Find that funny. Well, tonight we're talking about Doc from the Hilt. This will be the last one like that. And next month we'll be taking a look at a character named Vipra. And if I can acquire a vintage Viper, I will, but they're not easy to come by. Well, they can be. It just depends on how you want to buy it. If you want, because originally Viper came with a Jeep that they called the Rattler Attack Jeep, which is just basically a vamp, like that one up there, way up there, and then there's a Stinger right there. But yeah, they're all basically vamp Jeeps. No, the channel stuff. Oh, okay. Well, that's just how things are gonna go, Jess. There's a reason for that. We're gonna be having a big GI Joe event this summer. It's gonna start at the end of June and run all the way. There's only one in June, and then at the end of July, all the way through August, or actually all the way through. Let me look at my calendar here, and I'll get this right. Viper from the Hilt will be on in May, and Jinx from the Hilt will be in June. Then at the end of June, that'll kick off. Every week for the next 2 months will be a Joe Takes. Hey, we got Victor Gibson in the house. I was just going to talk about, and the next live that I'm going to do that's not a game, because we're going to be playing some live play games on From the Hilt and simulcast over here. These are going to be the last few. It's going to be simulcast on both channels. Apparently, we are to travel to the other channel. You can if you want to, either way. But as of Joe Takes 60, the next episode, this is all going to be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. Let me see. So Joe Takes is permanently moving to the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. So yes, as of the 21st, I'll be back live only on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel with a brand new show called Logan's Overwatch. Victor is actually going to join me for that one, and he's welcome to come back and join me whenever. Brian from Gaming with ADHD is maybe going to be joining us for the first episode. We have a little bit of scheduling issues with him because Victor's on the East Coast. Brian and I are Mountain Time, but Brian gets home around 7, and our show's going to start at 7, and then he has to go to work at 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a really tight fit for him to join us, but he's going to try. It's a time. No, we're traveling back in time. See, look at we're in the past right now. You see, I'm a younger Logan. We're going to talk some GI Joe tonight. We're going to have some fun. Now I'm here, but I will go back. That's okay, Jess. You can go wherever you want. All right. So that all being said, GI Joe stuff is going to be on the GI Joe Gamer channel, which is where it belongs. Well, let's take a look at the vintage Doc. Now, I never had his accessories. I traded for this figure, and I'm glad I did because, man, I always liked Doc, and it seemed like I never could find him in the stores when I first started collecting because, the 83 Joes were kind of going out of phase. I started in 85, and they were still selling on the shelves, but back then they sold them all the way up till 1985. But as of 1986, they only had the 85 and 86 Joes on the shelf. And so Doc wasn't easy to come by back then, so I traded for him. He's too little. Yeah, well, this figure was the original G.I. Joe Medic, and there he's without his helmet. And I'm not going to do that with the classified because the way they have the classified figure set up, to take the helmet off and put his glasses on and everything, you actually have to take the head off. It's really a pain in the butt. And if they had an alternate head, I might have done that, but I'm not going to. But this Doc without his helmet. Now, like I said, this is the vintage figure. And then in the early 2000s, they had, let's get some music going. What am I thinking? It's been one of those nights. I'm going to make sure I'm not blaring it. So we'll let me know if it's not loud enough or too loud. Jess always seems to think the music is too loud. So, but in the early 2000s, they came out with the 25th anniversary line. Now, they didn't know whether it was going to work or not. It started in 2007, and in 2008, it really took off to the point where they actually had their first mail-away figure. That's actually Ben back there. That's my other kid. Victor said hi to Red. That's Ben. They know they're on camera, so it's not like it's a surprise. But yeah, they had a mail away, and the only way you could get this guy was to buy other figures and mail off proof of purchase and shipping. And I did that, and supplies were limited, and man, they ran out quick. And it took almost a year for this figure to arrive in the mail, just like in the old days. Is everybody saying hi to you? Rick saying hi, Jess is saying hi. You have hypersensitive senses? Oh, okay, all right. I get you, Jess. Let me know if it's too loud. It's supposed to be background music, so it's not dead air when I'm not speaking. But it came with a satchel, which I thought was pretty cool, and he came with a tranquilizer gun, which the original figure did have a gun in a holster, and it was supposed to be a tranquilizer gun as well. Now, he also came with this flare gun. I know it looks like a mortar or a rocket launcher, but it's actually a flare gun. But it's massive, and it's like they didn't need to have this big of a flare gun. See, that's actually really kind of backwards. But the flare right there, you stick it in the dirt and you launch the flare. I know. That's how the original flare guns looked. They were big and bulky, and they were almost like a grenade launcher. But so when he came out in 1983, that's the flare gun they had him come with. Now, these modern figures, everything comes off really easy. I mean, in fact, some of them don't even stay on very well. This is one of the better ones, actually. But it had better have been after the weight I had and the collecting and everything. And if I had the wherewithal that I have now, I would have ordered two, but looks like a Bangalore torpedo. Yeah, yes, sir. It does kind of look like a torpedo. Now, the original one came with the same type of thing. So I don't have his accessories, but I do have this Doc's accessories. And this is all the original one came with, was the helmet and one of these. And of course it was, I have one from an accessory pack, but it's a different color. It's like weird. Now, we'll take a look at the box for the classified figure. Now, if I had I would have had a carded figure if I were two. That's what I'm saying. One to have on the shelf, on the wall, and one to have out like that. Because I don't order figures if I can't take them out and play with them, because I like to play with my toys. Anyway, here's a box. I don't really like this new design style where there's no artwork on the front. And these don't even do anything, is from what I understand. People have said they've scanned them. I don't do the QR thing, so I don't know. Looks like a giant slingshot to you. Yeah, well, that's kind of what it was. It would fling the flare up in the air. Later on, they started putting flares in grenade launchers and doing stuff like that. But then they had the small flare pistol, and I don't know why they had that at the time. I don't know why they just didn't give that to them. But there's a little bit of artwork there, almost in black and white, if you can see that there. But there's a back, shows him in action, and like I said, he comes with quite a few accessories, this particular Doc. So we're gonna have some fun looking at some accessories here in a minute. And he's number 122 in the classified series, and I like the artwork for him. He's like not cocky, not smug, just confident and sure of himself. And I always liked that about Doc. He was always confident. He's an officer too. He's a captain, and posthumously I think they should have promoted him to major, but that's just me. I think he should have been a major to begin with, because he's a brigade officer. Medically, he could tell General Hawk what to do, but he came with this stretcher that folds up like this, and actually he can wear it as a backpack. There's a little peg right there, so he can actually put the stretcher on the backpack. Oh, originally he came with a stretcher too. And you know what's funny? Maybe I'll have Ben go get it. On the bottom of my, I think I still have it in there, in my battle platform. I think I have Doc's sweatshirt, that came with the 25th anniversary. Doc is a great character. And then there's a little, it's the same color as the accessory. It's like tan, the same color as the character. It looks like a little bed, and but it's smaller, yeah. And it should be in my battle platform. If it's not on the bottom of the Dragonfly, I got a Desert Dragonfly out there that they call Locust for some reason when it came out in 2000. And the modern dock, the 25th anniversary dock, came with a stretcher too. The original one did too. I forgot about that. I like tiny random things, especially tiny glass bottles. But this classified dock is a nice tribute to the original and a great update for the character. I mean, his vest is just so cool. And what is amazing about this character's vest is all of these little pouches and packs come off. And they're interchangeable all over his vest. So you can place them where you want. You like this music better for what? This and for playing Mag. Oh, well, this is Mag music, okay? It's for our game on Monday. Yes, we'll be playing a military action game on Monday. Now, like I said, Doc, all his accessories come off. And this holster here comes with a standard flare pistol. This is what he should have come with. Now, a lot of people debate whether this is a taser or a flare gun. They really didn't have taser pistols developed that well back then. But on the modern, the classified Doc, that's what's in that holster, is a taser. Because Doc is a pacifist, and he doesn't carry actual weapons. Okay, I probably put it away. Thank you. I have stuff. Is that what found what? Yeah, I got a stalker figure there from the retro line from Walmart. But, yeah, all these things. This is like it's like a little med kit right here. This is med kit. Like I said, all these little pouches just pop onto the figure, all around the figure, and then they come off his vest. And man, he's got just a ton of them, and you can interchange them and mix and match them all over the place. A dildo. No, Jess, it's not a dildo. Hello, RPG Gen Exiles. It's been a while, bud, but good to see you. This is the season finale of Joe Takes. The next Joe Takes will be in a month, but it's gonna have I have some of the new. I have the new intro and outro tonight, and some new stuff tonight. But most of it is going to be on the next one. Everybody saying hi. Sup all and from the hill. It's good to see you, bud. A lot of us are over on. I don't know. This is simulcast on 2 channels. Let's see. I've got Cool Gamer and Jess over on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. It looks like Victor and it looks like Jess went back. He's going back and forth. So. But yeah, eventually, like I said, next time it's all going to be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, because that's what that channel is for. It's for all my G.I. Joe stuff. And I'm doing Logan's Overwatch as my first live stream only over here, and I thought, yeah, you know what? I should just keep Joe Takes and everything over here too. So everybody's saying hello. A Cool Gamer said hi on both channels, so I'm not sure exactly where he's at. But he's a watching. He always does. Anyway, this is the classified figure Doc. Oh yeah, on his, he's got the medic symbol on it. On his arm. You can see that up on his sleeve. Ooh, yeah, okay, there we go. And then on the other side, it actually says medic. Now, I probably can't really see that very well. I do have a video that shows the figure up close, and you can see it clearly in that I'm going to be playing. Together as one word, Gen Exile sounds like vanishing Gen. Don't be mean, Jess. Yes, silly. But I like Gen Exile. It's kind of cool. But anyway, this stretcher is awesome, and it snaps together. There's these 2 pegs here, so it doesn't just fall off his backpack, off his back. So like I said, you can put the stretcher on his back. You just got to line up the the vest with there's a, on these ones, there's like, it's not a circular thing. It's like a 5-pointed, like almost like an Allen wrench style of backpack pegs. And then once you get them lined up, it goes right on in there, and he can have his stretcher right on his backpack. It's your type, and it's your fault for typing it like that. Okay, all right, I get it, Jess. Anyway, so this is an awesome update. And in that little video I have, the On Joe Takes 59, he actually, I have a Gung Ho figure. It's way the heck up there right now. He's on top of that box up there with Beachhead. And as part of the classified retro line, I can't put them back in the box because they were carded. So I have 2 of each. I have to buy 2 of each of those. I haven't succeeded in all of them, but I got most of them. But I had Gung Ho be his victim because Gung Ho, ever since I purchased that particular Gung Ho, I've had him in all the On Joe Takes. So he does the Gung Ho Joe making with the cameos, and I even wrote a song about it, which I will at some point be posting on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel when I update it into a music video. It was in Operation From the Hill. It was something I wrote for that little. That was my last summer's event was Operation From the Hill. This summer, the working title is Operation Wrath of Cobra, but we shall see, or just Wrath of Cobra. I don't G.I. Joe one. I can't be held responsible for my behavior or words. No sleep, and for some reason I have a fever. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jess. I wish I could give you the cure that I take all the time for fevers, and that's just regular aspirin. It just wipes my fevers right out. It's amazing. But G.I. Joe Doc is awesome. I am happy that I got the mail order Doc, and I do have the stretcher, but you know, it might actually be on my. No, I put it away because I didn't want to lose it. I remember now. I put it away. So it's in with my accessories, but exactly where I put it, I don't know. I like to put the his med kit right there, and then the flare gun is set up for a left-handed draw, which is odd because he's right-handed. But if he's got the taser in one hand, he can pop the flare gun with his left hand. So maybe that's a smart thing. And then all these little pouches, like this big one, I like to put on his back, and all these little pegs, there's one left over, so you could actually have them all pegged on him if I remember right, and do the stretcher as well. But they don't. Some of them don't stay on as well unless you really work them in there. And it's like you just put the little pouch. So you show it right there. The little pouch just pops right in there. And then we'll put one on the front. Oh, it looks like no, that's right. There was an extra one that came as an extra on the accessory. So you can actually put, like I said, all his pouches on him, but not the stretcher too. That's right. And then that one is there. It was there. Hey, Lost Husky, how you doing? It is good to see you. But it's good to see everybody tonight. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry, Jess, that you got a fever. You're not feeling good. I hope you're recovered from your bout of food poisoning, because that shit sucks. I risked something today. I was out and about and went to see my mom, and I ate some Walmart hot dogs. So that was a risky prospect. They were actually pretty good, and they were only $1.15. So how do you fight that? Good price. But yeah, there's G.I. Joe Doc. Okay, so who is Doc? Okay, well, you can talk the character, or I can just play my file card video, and we'll learn about Doc, and then we'll talk a little bit about it, and then we'll I got another video to show you near the end of the show, and we'll look at a comic and talk Larry Hama's comics, and then I'll give you my take on G.I. Joe Doc.
Code name. Doc, Chief Medical Officer. File name. Carl W. Greer 04. Birthplace, Concord, Massachusetts. Primary specialty, medical doctor. Secondary specialty, chaplain's assistant. Graduated airborne school, mountaineering school, desert training unit, combat gear, medics field kit, flare gun. Graduated from Harvard Medical School, completed residency at Johns Hopkins. Hope for a guarantee of a G.I. Joe assignment upon enlistment. Told flatly that the Army made no such deals. Doc enlisted anyway and achieved his goal through ordinary channels. The Joe's medical doctor specializes in emergency medicine. His extensive training has prepared him for battlefield situations and trialing immediate care. He works with calm professionalism as weapons fire and battles explode around him. On Doc's first official mission, he saves 3 other Joes from Destro with a well-aimed snowball, saying he was unable to carry a weapon due to the Geneva Convention. He loses to the man in a fist fight, but manages to secure the antidote needed for several ill Joes. Furthermore, he faces down an armed squad of Cobra soldiers, tricking the men into believing they were also sick and trading the antidote for the plutonium that Cobra had taken. What the Cobra personnel inject into themselves, it is really a tetanus booster shot. From General How about pacifist? Doc believes that the G.I. Joe team is the best we have. We send them into the worst situations imaginable, because that's where we need them most. Doc is always on top of things. He does his job so well, I never have to worry about my men. I know they're in good hands. When the going gets rough, the Joes need something more than a pill roller. I'm their main man. And he's gonna feel dumb when he realizes that I pulled his detonator.
Texas man with my 6-shooter H man. I soar above the country wide and free. The G.I. Joe helicopter pilot, that's me. Flying high with the Joes by my side, keeping them safe on every ride. I'm Wild Bill, bus driver in the sky.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. That's the best way I found to read a file card, is to run it through Suno and have some fun with it and make a little song out of it. We had Coco B. Let me see, we got Coco B and Rook of All. Hello, Coco B. It's good to see you. Been a long time, buddy. And Rook of All, my sister. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're still here rocking with us. Got some more Doc to talk about here today. Lost Husky was in here too. Yeah. I shouted Lost Husky out just before I was about to start my video. Let's see. Cool Gamer says, by the way, Logan, are you doing Fridays for the Hilt this week? No, we are not. But there is a premiere this Friday of our full vacation video. It's been on the channel in 8 parts. That the last of the 8 parts aired today on From the Hilt. And so I managed to get 8 different shorts of up to 3 minutes long. And then I put them all together in one about 25-minute video. So guys, check that out. That's going to be Friday, the whole thing. So you're confused. Is the radio show tomorrow? Yes, the radio show is tomorrow. So we can go over that a little bit. Let me put your tunes back on. And So this month, what we got going on is tomorrow for May, next month actually, it's May. So this is April 30th, the last day of April. If I can wrap my head around what's going on right now. Let's see. Brooke says, fish, orange, white eyes. Yeah, that's how it comes up for me. But yes, I get you. It's one of those emojis. Thank you, Ruth. Okay, so for the calendar for May, the Radio from the Hill kicks off the month tomorrow night at 7, just 7 Mountain Time, just like this show did. Then we got that premiere at 7 p.m. on Friday. Sunday, we should be having Isle of the Dragon Head. I hope so, because it was delayed last week, and I don't know when. The next one's going to be after that, because the week after is going to be some more mag stuff. But so we do have Isle of the Dragon Head this Sunday on the 4th, and there is a mag game, but it's Blackjack Platoon. That's going to be on Monday, and then next Thursday we've got One Night in the Vale. We're going to be talking some Beyond the Miasma Vale. It's going to be the campaign we're going to be doing in July. It's going to be a Splinterscape. Hey, your buddy Dom. What the heck happened to my beard? Well, I trimmed it, buddy. That's what happened to it. Yeah, the radio show, like I said, the radio show is tomorrow, so we're doing that. It's not the last day. There are not 32 days in April. That has never been a thing, as far as I know. And I was born in April. It's good to see you, Dom. Good to see everybody tonight. Thanks for being here. Oh, hola, Dom. Go greet that. Get and say, yeah, go throw the greeting out. I'll throw back. It's all good. All right, so talking G.I. Joe Doc. Talk comics first, a little bit of cartoon, and then I'll weigh in on Doc. 32 days. There are, huh? That'd be the great mystery to me. Well, where do these extra 2 days of April come from? All right, so I'm gonna bust this one over so you can get a better look at G.I. Joe 11 from Marvel Comics. Back in 1983 is when this came out. This was a really cool comic, and the story of this is actually in both the file card and the song a little bit. In my file card that I put together. See, it's a fact. It's a fact now. It's a known fact. Okay. Tiger is fine. I'm looking at her. She's doing good. I don't know what she's doing over there. But who the F is that guy? Hey, Ray, how you doing? It's me, Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer. I just trimmed my beard. It's all good. All right, we're talking Marvel Comics. Now, Doc appeared in G.I. Joe 11, and he was on the cover. Now, this story was supposed to be about Snow Job, but Doc ended up being the big hero in this issue right here. I'm pretty sure that was pretty much it for him in the comics. I mean, he was in the comics periodically here and there, and he had moments. But he was a medic. He did his job. Which is the big moment in the comics for Doc after this was way in issue 109, where he was actually killed by a saw viper. Now, Doc is a fantastic G.I. Joe character, and that was the biggest tragedy of all. There was like seven Joes who got killed in that issue, and Doc happened to be one of them. And spoilers, 40-year-old spoilers, yes sir. Ray, you must have dined at the Y. No, we got to talk Doc now. In G.I. Joe 11, they were in the Arctic trying to stop Cobra from getting this neurotoxin that was out, and Destro was in that too. It's pretty cool. I got a Snow Job once. They paid in icicles. Yeah. Yes, sir. Snow Job. Check out my Joe take on Snow Job. He's a great character too. But in this storyline, at the end of this, Doc and Destro actually get into a fist fight, and Destro kicks his butt, but Doc fended off Destro and hit him with a snowball. It was just a great issue. Larry Hama is such an incredible writer, especially on action stuff. And so Destro took off because he thought he thought they had won, that Cobra had won because he beat Doc up. But Doc tricked the Cobra troopers into giving him the, if I remember right, the neurotoxin. It's been a while since I read it, but he tricked them by telling them that he'd give them the cure, that they were sick too with this toxin that Cobra had them up here over in the Arctic trying to get. And so they believed that they were sick, and he promised to give them the antidote if they gave him the neurotoxin. And they did. And he gave them a tetanus shot. He lied. They weren't sick at all. It was pretty cool. So Doc defeated them with his brain. You're not coming home, then, if she's got a fever? That's mean, buddy. Snowball's chance. There you go. You're probably not contagious, and he's already been exposed. Yeah, probably. Periodically, like I said, Doc would show up to help the wounded. He was in the Cobra Civil War. He was right there with the Joes the whole time. I don't think he was in any of the special missions. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that he was not. And then it was surprising to me when he was on that mission. I believe it was Trucial Abysmian, where the Joes, Duke, and Falcon, and Cross Country were the only survivors of that entire team that got wiped out up there. And that included Breaker and Doc. And, there was Heavy Metal, Crankcase, Thunder was one of the others that got killed in that same pit by the Saw Viper. But Doc, there were three really pivotal ones. Doc was in the pit, but Quick Kick was in there too, and Quick Kick and Breaker got killed on a Rage. The Rage got blown up, and they were killed in that issue. It was a lot. That was a lot of death, and that was like the first time Jones really got wiped out. It was very shocking for them to allow that in a comic book at the time. But Larry Hama was given free license, and he decided that's the story he was going to tell, and he told it, and it was tragic, but it was also a very riveting story. It's awesome, and that one was in G.I. Joe 109, the Marvel run. Quick Kick, yeah, Quick Kick. He's a martial artist, and he goes around barefoot. I'll be taking a look at him during July. So yeah, I think it's July that I'm looking at Quick Kick. So we'll be taking a look at Quick Kick soon too. Shift, Knob, Pivot Man, Blue Balls, and Mike Honcho didn't make it either. No, it was a brutal series that Hama wrote, and it was like the Trucial Abysmian Wars, I think is what they called it, and a lot of Cobras and Joes on both sides got killed. It was pretty intense. But yeah, that's pretty funny. But that's kind of the comic, and that's where Doc's story in the comics ended. And it was kind of sad because he was like always there. He was the backbone. He didn't ever have any like really pivotal roles or anything except for his beginning and his end. And it's kind of sad. And the scene where Doc gets wasted is just horrendous. And I won't spoil, Ray. You'll have to read G.I. Joe 109. In fact, I will show you the cover because I have it. I don't have the entire run in regular comics, but that box up there that Per gave me has all of these, plus special missions, plus G.I. Joe and the Transformers. That there is awesome. So yes, I have a video on that. Here it is. Casualties of War. And Doc is right there. Right behind Quick Kick. Okay, yeah, not all of them died in that issue, just 7 of them. So, but yeah, I think these are the only 2 covers that Doc was on as well. So I could be wrong about that. They might have slipped him in. Let's see. Roadhead took a shot in the mouth but survived. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna miss it. Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna miss that issue? Cool. I might start doing reviews on comics if you guys really like it on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. I've been looking at some comics in a series called For the Love of Comics, and I've done G.I. Joe 1 through 12 and Special Missions 1 through 8 so far. And in that, I kind of looked at G.I. Joe 50 because that had the very first special mission in it. So check those out. Those are on both channels. But yeah, this is the issue where Doc meets his fate. So he was in, take the 11 out, he was in like 98 comics. No, he wasn't in all of them, but yeah, he was in the series that long. You probably dropped a couple of pounds by trimming the beard. You're probably right. But no, I didn't. No, actually, I lost 7 pounds. So yeah, I'm on schedule to get my surgery most likely in October for those of you who are in the know for my knees. Sup, Ben? They knew who you were. All right, so that's kind of the Larry Hama comics run for Doc. He had a great run in the Marvel Comics run, just not pivotal except for those 2 issues. Now in the cartoon, he first appeared in the very first miniseries. He had a big part to play where he helped Duke recover his memory, and then Revenge of Cobra, he had an even bigger role where he actually took command of the Joes while Flint, Roadblock, and Mutt were trapped in a pit, and Duke was captured again by Cobra. He got captured in both the original miniseries. Little friggin' autocorrect. No worries, Ray. No worries. I know you said bears. Yes, trimming the bears. I get it, but the beard. I got it. But in Rise of Cobra, he led the team when they had these energy mirrors that absorbed the Weather Dominator's beam. And so they went and they tried to protect Washington, D.C. with all these energy mirrors, and then redirected the wave back to Cobra Temple. It was pretty awesome. If you've never seen the second G.I. Joe Sunbow miniseries, Revenge of Cobra, you should check it out. If you're a G.I. Joe fan, it was great. Bears was funnier. Yes, I agree. Victor Bears was funnier, but I read it as Beard. I didn't even notice it until he said autocorrect. Automatically read it. Beard. Cupcake, Little Debbie, and Swiss Miss all did their duty. Yeah, they always do. E.G. Lowell. In the animated series, though, that followed after Pyramid of Darkness, Doc was in Pyramid of Darkness a little bit, if I remember right, or maybe not even at all. But in the TV series, he was in the very first episode, Countdown for Zartan. And he had some really cool lines in that. Check out the whole TV series. But that was the first episode of the regular series after Pyramid of Darkness. And in that, Lady J was leading the team. He was the only officer there, but he's a medic. He doesn't take charge unless he has to, like he did in Revenge of Cobra. And so Lady J was in command, and Stalker was even there. That was a rare one. You had Stalker and Doc in that one. Lady J, you had Spirit. Spirit went up against Storm Shadow again in that one. The Dreadnoks at the beginning had a big scene where they were trying to show Cobra Troopers how to destroy things. It was pretty cool. But Doc got his butt kicked by Zartan in that. So he had he just got knocked out by Zartan. But it's pretty cool. Hey, Codename Banger, what's up, Rosa? How you doing? Talking G.I. Joe Doc tonight. And Coco, like I promised, if you're still there, there's the vintage Doc. I'd show him off again. But Doc was he was in like Operation Soundwaves, and he was in what was the name of the episode? It was one where Quick Kick got a girlfriend. Lasers in the Night. That's what it was. And Baroness switched places with Lady J, and Doc was there, and they had a conversation. It was kind of cool. But other than that, Doc was only in just a few episodes of the cartoon series too. But when he was, he had a really cool voice too in the series. They portrayed Doc very, very well. Nick me, nice, nice. Oh no, no worries. So yeah, and then I have the. I'll show them all off again real quick for those of you who missed it. I have the 25th anniversary Doc that was the you can only get by mail order, and I wish I had got 2 of them because then I'd have one on the card and then you extra classified docs. And they all came with a stretcher. I don't know where my stretcher for Doc is. I got one with the 25th anniversary one, but I didn't get any accessories with the original. But the stretcher with the declassified Doc is really cool. It goes right on his back too. All right, so that was a cartoon, it's a comic book. So Doc, where do I place it? Well, sadly, I do most of my stories about Doc based off of Larry Hama's story, and he was in my Operation from the Hill, but that's going to be his only appearance in my play motion stuff that I do, except for maybe in a flashback. Quick Kick and them are both dead in the Hamaverse, though they're dead in my verse as well. Most of the time, I do that. Codename, Codename Snap and Pop. Ray's on a roll tonight. How you doing, Regina? But when he was on the team and still alive, he was a major. I had him promoted to major. He was their chief medical officer. He's a doctor. He's not just a medic. He graduated Harvard, and there was another college he went to that was just a medical college. I don't remember the name of it offhand. It was in the file card, so check that out. You're heading home, buddy? All right, cool. Sith a hug for me from Victor. Same. Tell my lady I said hi. Oh, show. All right, everybody. Doc, I like Doc. He was really cool. I definitely it took me a while to acquire this. I didn't get it on the shelf because I started collecting at age 5 and he was pretty much off the shelves by then. And I had to trade for this, and I traded comics for this Doc actually. But I got him in probably late 85 or early 86 in a trade when I first started collecting Joe. So I've had this figure for a long time. Love this Doc figure. You can see. Good. I need you to put an ice pack on my head. I get it, Jess. You want your hubby home, and that's awesome. When you're to have a companion like that who'll come home and take care of you, it's always awesome. I've got the tiger, and I feel like I'm a lucky man for that. So I hope everybody's having a good night. For me, Doc, he's the backbone of the Joes. Without their doctor, he was everything. He was their psychiatrist. He was their doctor. He's not like a clinical psychologist or anything like that. But he took care of them until Spirit came around, and then Spirit kind of helped out. Spirit was a counselor. That's his secondary specialty. And you gotta go, buddy. All right, Coco. You take it easy, bud. Thanks for joining me. Let's see. Can't one of the cats help? So you should go on to the hood, to the dock. I never had a problem finding a dock. Depending on where you shop, dude. And in my neighborhood, they didn't have a dog. You rest my beer there. They can't open the cats can't open the freezer. I get it, just. Yeah, I'll take care, Coco. Thanks for joining us. It is messed up, Ray, but he's just teasing you. We hope he's just teasing. But this character, Doc, right from the get, you had Stalker the first year, Doc the second year. African American representation was always in G.I. Joe. Diversity in G.I. Joe has always been there. They had women, they had Latinos, they had they had Asian characters in G.I. Joe and on Cobra, and they had Storm Shadow on Cobra at first, and then he joined the Joes later. It'll probably get hot. Your kitten climbed into the car engine and got stuck and stuff. That happens. It got stuck. Yeah. Yeah. I got a kitten in a vehicle once, and I didn't know it was there, and I started it, and yeah, that's nothing nice, Victor. Yeah. Is it okay? Got it out. Yeah. I hope so. Hope so, Victor. Hope so. So yeah. When Doc died in the comics, that hit me pretty hard because that character, he was a medic, man. It was like, oh, who's gonna? I mean, they had Falcon and Stalker that were dedicated medics also, but they rarely showed off those specialties in the comics or even the cartoon that they were medics. Yeah, I got her out. Cool. So yeah, Doc. Lifeline was around already, and I guess Larry Hama went, which one would be more dramatic for the story? As a writer, I'm like, I get it. That's who I would have chose. Unfortunately, but as a writer, it's not. You have a love for your characters, but if the story trumps that. To coin a phrase, story comes first, as it were. And sometimes, as a writer, that's gonna hit harder than like saying, "Well, what if he killed Lifeline?" I mean, some people really like Lifeline, and I can't wait till they make a classified version of Lifeline. I have Lifeline's first appearance in Special Missions. In the comics, I thought he was way cooler than he was in the cartoon. Can't wait till they grow bigger and can't do that. But yeah, I know. But they crawl up into the engine to get warm. Vicky won't stop trying to dig a hole in the mirror. Oh no, cats. I love cats. So that's really my take on Doc. One of the coolest medic that they ever had. Like I said, I do like Lifeline, but he wasn't Doc. He was a medic, And they had, First Aid came along later, and they just weren't. They weren't Doc, He was, I guess because I had him pretty much from the get-go. You know what, Victor? After I traded for him, I stopped looking in the stores, so maybe that's why I didn't see him in the stores. But well, hello, Synthetic Panels. Welcome. Good to see you. Just about ready to wrap this Joe Takes up here, but just talking G.I. Joe Doc today. Let me know if you guys want to see any of these figures again before I like Stern Brightblade. Yes, exactly. As an author, and when you hit it in the story, well, for me, it's when I get to that point and I'm writing, and I know I don't know that that character is gonna die until I get to that point. And it's like, if it would be ridiculous for that character to live, then I let the story play out, and I tell the story that's meant to be told. So I get that from Larry Hama's perspective. To explore, because she's curious about everything. Most cats are, yeah. There are some lazy cats, but the kittens, man, they go all over the place. Closest door is a giant mirror, and he obsessively pauses. I need to restart my browser. No worries, Vic. No worries, Vic. Like I said, I'm pretty much going to be signing off here. I do have another video I'm going to play before I totally sign off. Let me know if you have any questions about Doc. I'd be happy to answer. I know his rank. I know his code. I know his file name. If you want to know things like that, it's all part of the file card that I presented. And also, it was in the images in that video too. So, but yeah, if you have any questions like that, let me know, and I'll be happy to talk a little bit more about Doc. But before I do that, I'm going to play that last video so you guys can see it, and then I have a brand new outro video so you guys know when the show is ending. You have lots of questions. Okay, well let me have them. But put them in the chat. I'll see Synthetic Panels maybe in the G.I. Joe Gamer channel or vice versa. That's exactly why, Jess, I'm going to stop simulcasting, and I'm going to have everything over on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel as of Joe Takes 60. So But for that next month, we're not going to be on From the Hilt next month. We're only going to be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel after next month. So let me see. Some people are on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, right? So yeah, that's why I have the links pinned at the top, so you can go back and forth if you want. All right, so here is on Joe Takes 59. And this has all the, I took a bunch of pictures and a video of Doc with all his accessories and stuff and the box and all that cool stuff. And it has that song, Man in the Line, that I played at the beginning, the music video, just the music. Here we go.
He didn't come with a rifle, didn't come for the fight. He came with a bag full of hope and a will to do right. From Concord to Harvard, then off to the fray. With a heart full of purpose, he walked toward the grave. No deals behind doors, no fast track to claim. He earned every stripe, rose up just the same. An oath to do no harm, but when the world tore apart, he stood in the fire with a lion's heart. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. He's the man in the line when the bullets fly. With a steady hand and a watchful eye, he won't raise a gun, but he'll hold the line. Every time, with a word, with a stitch, with the will to try. He saves more than lives, he saves the fight. Yeah, Doc walks the edge where wrong meets right. Oh, so right, doing no harm, but fights those who do. He's our Doc and forever he'll rock. Snowbound in corner, no.
And that's G.I. Joe Doc. Like I said, Jess asking questions here. She asked what his code name, his file name is. It's Carl W. Greer. I'm pretty sure that's what the middle initial is W. And then she asked for his measurements too. And I said he's 6 foot even with a 28-inch waist and 12-inch collar. But I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know his measurements. I mean, those things aren't put on the file cards, Jess. What specifically is the color of his clothes? Beige, khaki. I would call it beige or tan. It's definitely a desert uniform. And on the file card, Doc is desert qualified. He's trained SEER training in the desert. So search, evasion, I don't remember the rest. Search, rescue, evade, escape. You know, it's all in there. Escape is one of them. So survival, or yeah, it's been a while. SEER. Thanks, Rook. Oh man, you guys, I've had a blast talking about Doc, but that's my take on Doc, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll be seeing you more on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel for Joe Takes and all the rest of that stuff. Over on still on From the Hilt, live play games. I've got 3 more that'll be simulcast. I've got the Blackjack Platoon next week, and for the most part, they'll be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel with a few exceptions. And I may simulcast a few. We'll see. Okay, bye, Mel. Okay, damn it. Okay, all right, Jess. But it's good to see everybody. Thank you all so much for joining me. You watch this in the replay on either channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on the journey on From the Hilt to get to episode 59 Joe Takes. It's going to be Joe Takes number 60, and that's how we're kicking off on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. I'm going to just keep the same numbers and just keep rocking. What's his sister's name? Well, he has a daughter named Carla, but I don't know about his sister. Yo, Joe Banger. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you in the chat for all the interaction and the fun times that we've had tonight. And looking forward to May and our radio show. We are taking off May for From the Hilt. but Fridays from the Hill. But we will be doing some live play games and pretty much every. Let's see, we've got on Thursdays. We have something every Thursday, so we'll be on Thursday nights. Then nothing on Wednesdays until Logan's Overwatch on the 21st, but only on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. We got 2 Radio from the Hills, so 3 Radio from the Hills coming this month. Every other Thursday, that's going to be awesome. We got a one night in the Veil for Beyond the Miasma Veil, an Endless Quest book reading on the 22nd. So, and I'm pretty sure, Revolt of the Dwarves is what we're going to be reading that night. And then later on in the month, we might be doing a Heroes of Haven's Run game. I'm not sure about that yet, so we shall see. But then on the 28th, Joe Takes 60, Viper will be on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel only, and that's when we'll be kicking off my summer play motion event. So hope you guys enjoy that. And it's going to be in 12 parts. And then I'll play it as a full movie on From the Hill in September. So that should be a lot of fun. So thanks for joining me. And on that note, Logan out. All right, we're going to stop that there. And I'm live again. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. The background music. Yeah, those 2 characters, Road Pig and Doc, are really cool. And looks like I got a banner up for some reason. For some reason, I don't have anything else. Sometimes they like to undo whatever I'm doing, whatever I have set up, and then redo it. Like, this shouldn't be blue, this should be green, but we'll fix it. Got to get the color right. A little darker, a little dark. There we go. I'm just playing around with stuff in StreamYard. Welcome in, Scorch, new person. Sea Sled was a device shaped like a manta ray that allowed wetsuit to travel underwater with propulsion. Yes, and it was very cool. I actually have the classified wetsuit right there. But he's way at the back. I would have to get up and get him. But I wanted to clear. We can do some of that in just a bit. But I wanted to. This is the stretcher that came with the 25th anniversary dock, and I wanted to show how it. This is the old desert dragonfly I was talking about. I do have 2 other dragonflies. One's a Tiger Force dragonfly, and the other the Tiger Force dragonfly, and the other is. Okay, there's a way to do this. You just put it on the bottom, and it stays really good. And you can put the stretcher right under the dragonfly, and it is meant for it. It's pretty cool. I don't know if the classified dragonfly is set up that way to work with Doc's sled, but that would be cool if it was, just like the original. But I promised I'd show you guys this in the video. But it's good to have you join us, Scorch. If you love G.I. Joe, that's what we love around here too. We do all sorts of stuff though on From the Hill, not just on G.I. Joe Gamer channel. That's all we do is G.I. Joe stuff. So check out both channels. We have a lot more stuff on From the Hill. We have music. We have entertainment on Friday nights. We're going to have a Friday show this week. And next Thursday, we'll have a radio show and no Fridays. It's one of those off weeks for us on a Friday. But tomorrow night, there won't be a show, but Friday night, there will be. All right, so I've got a few videos to share with you because they weren't in the video like they were supposed to be, like the On Joe Takes 58. Oh, it's a Red Interruptus. Look at that. So yeah, I should have a clip for that. I'm gonna have to make one for the Red Interruptus. But here's the On Joe Takes 58, and then I'll talk a bit and then play a bit more stuff. I've got the 2 file cards I'm going to play for you, plus some more music. I'm going to stick around for a bit, so I hope you guys stick with me. So here's On Joe Takes 58.
Yeah, Summerama! Here comes a Road Pig! Get out of the way! I was born so ugly, the doctor swore! Set a face like that'll be outlawed for sure! Kicked out of school for I learned focus with teeth like knives. We don't run, we crash, I take what's mine. Cops try to stop me, but here's the deal. They bring the car, bring my concrete, maul and spiel. I don't dodge, I don't weave, I just smash right through. Watch them bleed. I don't beg, I don't plead. Dreadnoughts ride, we do as we please. Stop-a-rama! I wreck, I brawl, I fight, I jam. Stop-a-rama! You best step back if you wanna stay standing. Serrana calls me dumb, but I got class. When I try to woo her, she just kicks my ass. Two sides of me, one reads, one smashes. One loves fine wine, one loves car crashes. But stop it, not my way. I speed right through, get out of my lane. Felony spitting, I do it with pride. Litter the street, then start a fight all on the ride. I don't dodge, I don't weave, I just smash right through. Watch them bleed. I don't beg, I don't plead. Dreadnoughts ride, we do as we please. Stop-a-rama! I wreck, I brawl, I fight, I jam. Stop-a-rama! You best step back if you wanna stay standing. Listen up, your whips. Road pig, don't run. Road pig, don't hide. You bring the cops, I'll bring the wreckage. If I want it, it's mine. Hey. I got my hammer, I got my bike. Dreadnoughts ride, we do what we like. Stop a ride! I'm Road Pig, and I'm here to bouch. Stop a rama!
All right, grab the classified wetsuit to show Scorch. I agree. It's pretty. The original was pretty cool. Here is the classified version. I haven't done a Joe take on him yet, but I will at some point because I really like this character. I have a Joe take on Torpedo. I love the Navy SEALs. So, but this is the newer sled. The problem with this that I found is this is more like an undersea drone, and he can't grab a hold of it. And it's like, well, how is he supposed to ride it? So I think they missed the ball on the classified sled, but it's still pretty cool. Road Pig looks like a character for the Mad Max movies. Yeah, that was their goal. Yeah, they were going for that. Okay, so yeah, there's a. We can show you, give you a close-up view of Wetsuit there. I think they did a pretty good job of making him look like the original Wetsuit. And at some point, like I said, I will do a Joe take on him. But here's the sled. I don't know what they were thinking when they made this because there's no handle on it or anything, no place for a Wetsuit to grab a hold of it. So it's like an undersea drone, and that's it. They might as well not even include it with him as far as I'm concerned, but that's me. But like I said, I'll talk about that when I do his Joe take. All right, I included the Joe take, which wasn't in there. There's some. I wanted to do the file cards, so let's take care of Road Pigs first, since we're on the subject of Road Pig. So here we go. This is Road Pig's updated file card.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. Declared by his doctor to be the ugliest looking babe littering, assault, grand theft auto, boucherie, felony spitting, petty bribery, and passing stop school buses at high speeds. Stomp-a-rah.
Rolling down the road like thunder, liver cuts, busting guts, you'll hear the rumble. Tremble before us as we make our way. Nomads across the world, revving our engines with excess, just enough to impress. Oh yeah!
I believe John Goodman played Leonard Smalls in Raising Arizona. I love that Nicolas Cage movie. Great movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. We got another gung-ho cameo sneaking about. All right. So, all right. I wanted to do, while we're on the subject of Road Pig, I have a couple of Dreadnought songs that I wanted to play in the original Joe Take, and I must have forgotten. I don't know. But I do have a cover of the song Cold Slither, which I've redone, and I've added some words, my own lyrics to at the end. So I hope you enjoy that. And then I have my own song, Dreadnoughts. I'm just going to play them both back to back, and then we'll talk a bit, and then I'll play Doc's updated file card, and we'll talk until we're done talking. So here is Cold Slither, and then Dreadnoughts.
Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune. With an iron fist and a reptile hiss, we shall rule. We're tired of words, we've heard it before. We're not gonna play the game no more. Don't tell us what's right, don't tell us what's wrong. Too late to resist, 'cause Cobra is strong. With Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune. Don't tell us what's right, don't tell us what's wrong. Too late to resist, 'cause Cobra is strong. We're Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune. We're Cold Slither, heavy metal machine. Through the eyes of a lizard and you will dream. When the venom stings, a new order brings our control. 'Cause Cobra is strong. We're Cold Slither, you'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune. Feeling how boot kick Dreadnoughts rule. We're gonna show the world, we're gonna play our own game now. You can't tell us what to do, we don't care about your laws. You will submit, 'cause Cobra is strong. Heavy metal machine with ears of an eagle will show you the way the plague will bring. Order and chaos rings in our control. In our wake,
'cause Cobra is strong. We're Cold Slither. You'll be joining us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune. Playing our tune. Tune, tune, tune. Dreadnoks! Rolling down the road like thunder, leather cuts, balls and guts, you'll hear the rumble. Tremble before us as we make our way. Nomads across the world, revving our engines with excess, just enough to impress. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Whoa! We are Dreadnoks, in town giving shocks. We are mean and cruel, taking everything right down to your fuel. Dreadnoks are coming, you will be succumbing. Dreadnoks. Blades, bullets and fire, wherever we go, trouble will follow, disaster in our wake, making you quake. Dreadnoks, or you'll be seeing us soon. A band of vipers playing our tune, always on the move, rolling down the road, nothing to prove. Buzzer cuts them clean, ripper will tear into your spleen. Torch will burn you alive, a trio you'll not survive. The thunder machine will run you down, Thrasher will crush you with a frown. Monkey wrench will blow you apart, while Zanzibar will rob you without heart. Dreadnoks! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh! We are Dreadnoks, in town giving shocks. We are mean and cruel, taking everything right down to your fuel. Dreadnoks are coming, you will be succumbing. Dreadnoks. Led by the family Z, Xander will do it all unseen. Serrano will make you feel like a clown. Zartan will just cut you down. An army of one road pig will see you done intense. Norgahide will track your movements. Beware the doom cycle. Storm Rider is the genuine article. Burnout will keep us in repair, while Hard Wrencher will make you despair. Not to forget Daughter Z, Zanya likes going on a killing spree. Oh yeah! We are Dreadnoks, in town giving shocks. We are mean and cruel, taking everything right down to your fuel. Dreadnoks are coming, you will be succumbing. Dreadnoks. Dreadnoks are coming, you will be succumbing, succumbing. Dreadnoks, roar!
All right. Cold Slither, my cover of the song from the cartoon, and then my song that I wrote, Dreadnoks. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've got the file card, updated file card for Doc to share with you, and we'll chat a bit and talk some G.I. Joe, like Gung-Ho, who makes cameos. Didn't want to really mention him without showing off the Retro Stalker, who, my original, my Stalker from the Classified series, the other version of this figure, helped kick off Gung-Ho's cameos. So I thought it was only fitting to show them both tonight. I haven't shown that retro figure of Stalker off yet. I'm really enjoying the retro series for the classified. They're putting out some really nice looking figures. I mean, like the original. I think the colors and everything just really. I think they nailed it. And Stalker is like one of the coolest Joes ever. He's one in my top 10 for sure. So, all right, let's play that doc file card, and then we'll job it, and then I'll sign off for the night. I appreciate everybody being here, but we'll talk. We'll talk about it.
G.I. Joe is the code name for America's daring, highly trained special mission force. Its purpose, to defend human freedom against Cobra, a ruthless terrorist organization determined to rule the world. Code name. Code name. Code name. Come on. Birthplace, Concord, Massachusetts. Primary specialty, medical doctor, secondary specialty. Chaplain's assistant, graduated airborne school, mountaineering school, desert training unit, combat gear, medics field kit, flare gun. Graduated from Harvard Medical School, completed residency at Johns Hopkins. Hoped for a guarantee of a G.I. Joe assignment upon enlistment. Told flatly that the Army made no such deals. Doc enlisted anyway and achieved his goal through ordinary channels. The Joe's medical doctor specializes in emergency medicine. His extensive training has prepared him for battlefield situations that require immediate care. He works with calm professionalism as weapons fire and battles explode around him. From General Hawk's file, an avowed pacifist, Doc believes that the G.I. Joe team is the best we have. We send them into the worst situations imaginable because that's where we need them most. Doc is always on top of things. He does his job so well, I never have to worry about my men. I know they're in good hands.
When the going gets rough, the Joes need something more than a pill roller. I'm their main man.
Man, he's gonna feel dumb when he realizes that I pulled his detonator.
And that's Doc's file card. Hope you guys enjoyed. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the crazy schedule that we got, because there was a lot of stuff thrown about in the 2 episodes that you just watched if you were here for the whole thing. But tomorrow night there's no show, but on Friday there is. We got our Friday show, and our topic take is Stargate SG-1. So if you're a fan of that, please check us out only on Fridays from the Hilt. I know we're simulcast right now on both the From the Hilt and Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer channel, but we do most of our stuff over on From the Hilt and just G.I. Joe stuff over on Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. So the next G.I. Joe thing is going to be in 2 weeks. It'll be Joe Takes 76, where I've got a mashup, and I'm going to be having Law and Order versus Big Boa. So that should be fun. So I'll be doing 2 Joe Takes in that episode for both characters, because I haven't talked about either one or given a Joe take for either yet. And some of them might just do updates when I do a mashup, but not this time. And then I'll have a 1987 checklist. And if you haven't checked them out over on both channels, but you can find them real easy on the G.I. Joe Gamer channel. I have the checklist. I have 82, 83 as one checklist. Then I have 84, 85, and 86 already done and out. And as of the next episode of Joe Takes, we'll have 87. But classified, that's the checklist for the classified series of what we need to have. And then after that, 1988 on, they really don't have a lot yet in those years. So we're going to wait probably about a year and then start doing those again and do a few until we get up to where 94, where the original G.I. Joe line ended. And we'll see how they do, because they haven't really done a lot of that yet. But they have done quite a few of the 1987. So that's where I'm going to end that series, and then I'll probably put them together all in one big video. Where is, this is what I'm supposed to be playing here. All right, there we go. About some background music because we did Dreadnought Jams earlier. All right, so that's what we got going on for Joe Takes. The next one is, like I said, in 2 weeks, the beginning of February. And then in the beginning of March, we'll have the season finale, and I'm going to be doing a Joe Take on the entire Dreadnought sub-team. So that's out in the classified, as I do on a Joe Take, and I'll have some fun with it. And I'll show off all my Dreadnought figures that I have for classified, vintage, and 25th anniversary. And I've got a bunch, so that should be a fun show to watch and for me to do. I just have fun when I do these. So, you know, like tonight, I'm just chilling with you right now and talking some scheduling stuff like I said I was going to do. So, yeah, the next show is our Friday show. And then after that, we may have a game on Sunday. Jess Loss is hopefully going to be running her game, Borderland Journeys, and she's got a name for her module that sounds really cool. And offhand, I don't remember what it was, but it's like Grey Haven or something like that. It's really cool. So we're gonna have some fun with that. And then next Wednesday on From the Hilt, we got a Friday's FTH Players Spotlight on Nasty Ray Ray. So there's going to be radio on Wednesday, and then radio from the Hilt will finally be back on Thursday not tomorrow, but next week, episode 42 with the full album Falbar Taroth, Out from the Keep. So hope you guys enjoy that. We're going to have some fun. And then, that's the rest of the schedule for the entire month of January, plus a little bit of next month and all the way into March. But after that Dreadnought sub-team, the bell tolls at Greyhaven. Thank you, Jess. Appreciate it. Like I said, it was a cool title. Offhand, I couldn't remember it. And I had it written down somewhere, but I couldn't find it. So thank you. So yeah, that's what's going on for this month. And I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. We all distract each other. That's what we're supposed to do. So I wanted to say hi to Cool Gamer because I know he popped in here late tonight, but it's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for joining us. And I wanted to give you a live shout out. I did shout out Superior Cyber Godzilla near the beginning of the show. So thank you for being here. Hey, Scorch, welcome in, Scorch 1028. I hope you're enjoying, our talk about G.I. Joe and other things, and you're welcome in. And if you hang out with us for a while, we'll give you a moderator status and give you what we call a blue shirt. And like Jess Laws and Cool Gamer has blue shirts, and a lot of the people you saw in the chat because they hang out with us because they like what they see. And if you like what you see, please do the like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And we do have, if you can and if you want to and you want to support the channel, we do have super chats available and our memberships. And that's my plug for that. And I already plugged StreamYard earlier. You are welcome, buddy. And thank you for joining us. And I hope you're having a good time because that's what we do, especially on Fridays. We have a great time over on From the Hilt on Fridays. So thank you for coming over from G.I. Joe Gamer Channel to From the Hilt. Appreciate you being here. All right, so I think I've covered everything. Did I do good? I think I did good. But I'm in the same shirt right now I was wearing in the Joe Doc Take. This was a gift from my wife. She did me a lot of G.I. Joe shirts. I probably have 7 of them now, 7 or 8. I love G.I. Joe a lot. So I still need a proper Snake Eyes shirt. And the one I really want is my favorite Joe, Airtight. If I could ever get it, I've never seen one because he's not that popular of a character. And he hasn't come out in the classified series yet either. So I haven't done a Joe Take on my favorite Joe yet. Because that's how I roll. If I get a classified version of it, even in one of the retros, I will do a Joe Take. And so far, I have done 75 Joe Takes. And so we're going to be on Joe Take 76 in 2 weeks. So hopefully you'll join us for that. But on that note, I think I'm about all talked out tonight. Like I said earlier, I haven't been feeling the best this week. But I'm just an old guy, so sometimes I get not feeling good, and it just happens. It's part of life. And I'm a lot older than I look. So I appreciate the compliments I regularly get on that. You don't look. No, I don't. And that's just how it is. That's life. You know, I got all this other stuff going on. So I guess, you know, that's my perk for dealing with all the other health issues I have. But that's life. And, you know, I've got a next Wednesday at noon on From the Hilt. There will also be just posted on From the Hilt a Logan's comic take, and that's going to be covering the special edition G.I. Joe 21 with the foil Storm Shadow cover from the Kickstarter set that Per gave me. So I'll be looking at that, and then over the course of the next following 2 months, I'll be looking at the other 2 comics that came with that set. So that's what's going on in the world of G.I. Joe From the Hilt and Logan the G.I. Joe Gamer. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's double feature of Road Pig and Doc. 2 characters that probably never ran into each other, but it's nice to put them together into one episode. And that was just really cool. Let me see if I can bring it up and show you, because it came out really good to put the 2 of them together, and they didn't contrast that much. So it was like, oh, okay. All right, so let me see. Just got to scroll down. There it is. It's Classics 17. Yeah, so we've had 16 episodes of this, and now we've covered all the way up to episode 59 with Doc. So if you want to check out all the old Joe takes, you can check them all out individually or as classics. So we have them both ways. And then also, I'm doing some reissued where I actually remake the entire video. I use the original video of my original Joe take, but I add a bunch of new stuff to it and make it into a brand new video. And that's the series Logan's Joe Takes Reissued. And I'm up to issue, I've done 20 of those, and I'll be doing 10 more this year coming up. So by the end of the year, around Christmas, it'll be Joe Takes 30, and that's Snake Eyes. So I even have a brand new song for Snake Eyes. But there's the thumbnail for Road Pig and Doc, and I thought it came out really good. Joe Takes Classic 17, Road Pig and Doc, and that was our show tonight, and I hope you enjoyed it. And on that note, I'm gonna sign out, and unless you have any questions for me, real quick, I will say goodnight, because there are things I need to do. I needed to be here and talking to you folks, but I've succeeded in that, and I appreciate it. Gorge, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you had fun, and I hope you join us again, because you seem like a cool guy, so or gal, I don't know. we'll find. Hopefully, we'll find out. But we like it when new people hop in and have fun. So that's what we're about. And on that note, my friends, I'm going to say good night. Good night, Jess. Good night, Cool Gamer, and everybody else who joined me. If you're watching the replay, give us a thumbs up. And thank you for watching, and thank you for being here in the chat. You guys that show up in the chat, I thank you so much. I appreciate it. Gives me some feedback on what's going on. Good night, everyone. Yep. All right. We'll see you next time on Joe Takes. I'm gonna kill the music and start the music.
Logan's room full of Joe Take dreams. Crimson Guard with eyes on the team. Snake Eyes silent and mean, but tough to rile. Roadblock rhymes and cooks with style. Juke as the first shirt, making with a plan. Cobra Commander schemes with his clan. Scarlet Sharp hits hard, flips fast. Destro's armor gleams from the past. Logan's G.I. Joe takes fierce and honest view. Red versus blue, it's up to you. Stay a while and listen for the consumerism. Logan's G.I. Joe's takes given with enthusiasm. Zartan shifting sneaks in disguise. Storm Shadow's blade cut through lies. Baron is cold with her deadly aim. Doc leads, we cheer. From the hilt on YouTube, tune in for a day. Joe Takes to help you with your play. Let's put these characters to the test. Logan's the G.I. Joe gamer, plays it best. Joe, Cobra, let's go. Let's go. Logan's G.I. Joe Takes, fierce and honest view. Red versus blue, it's up to you. Stay a while and listen for the consumerism. Logan's